It's okay, Bubba. Oh, here. Here we go. There. That'll keep you. Oh, you little brat. You ate the cookie. She got on the table and she ate the cookie. Mm.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome. Am I on mute? No, I'm not.
No, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi.
Ashley's deaf tonight. So, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Psychic Zone. As usual, you know that we'll go in order of name. And we have Shay Shay, Mr. Khan and his wife, Heather, Liam, Lily, and Heather said today her mom would have been 75. Well, happy birthday to your mom. And we have Janine and her husband. And Heather mentions, wait, what does Heather say here? Any thoughts about a job offer? We'll bring Heather back in a few minutes. So Shay Shay, let's start with you. Okay, hello Shay Shay, how are you? I am using, what deck am I using? The Celtic, Universal Celtic Tarot tonight. And which one are you using?
I am using a deck I just recently picked up, guys. It is the Chakra Wisdom deck. So you'll each get a chakra message from the book.
All right.
Chakra.
So, Shay Shay, you have the Ace of Swords, and swords are fire. No, swords are air. Sorry. So, communication, determination, they're queries. It's like we're looking into new possibilities. Aces are always normally an offer of some sort. This made me think of King Arthur, right? Pull the sword, and if you pull it out of the stone, guess what? You become the queen or king for the day. So I'm thinking that there's a light being shed on a communication that you're having that will vindicate what you have said or what you have done, and it also shows you a direction to which way you should go. Okay, so be sure as you grab the hilt of that sword and you pull it out of the stone, because when you hold it up in victory, there's a reason for it.
Oh, wait.
Okay. Mr. Khan and Mastora.
Okay, so for Mr. Khan, you've got the Four of Cups. These are very, very colorful cards. For you, the message is, what is desired may be beyond the current reality and far bigger at this point, but you are going to be given an opportunity or offered an opportunity to head towards the direction that you want to. So pay attention, keep your eyes open for the offer to come in. I don't think this is a move, but it's something that you've been wanting for a while. So maybe Darcy can sense something in a different direction, but that's what it feels like. And
yay!
What?
I'll go, yay! You'll know.
Okay. So,
and Miss Dora.
How do you say her name?
Miss Dora.
Miss Dora. That's always such a pretty name, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For you, the Seven of Wands. And the message, as soon as I find it, because I'm not familiar with this yet, so bear with me, guys, is Seven of Wands. I will show you the pretty card. Like I said, these are beautiful cards. Things are happening to you that you don't quite see. Cultivate an unrelenting commitment to rise above any obstacles. Hold strong and tap into your extraordinary vision and ability to really empathize and see beyond what is in front of you.
Right. So Heather's next, and I believe Heather said her mom would have been 75 today, so happy birthday to her mom. And I think there was another question she had. Any thoughts about a job offer? Beautiful picture of your mom, and I'm guessing that's your mom. Heather, you have the Fool. This is the beginning of the major arcana, and the Fool is the person who starts the journey. Notice how he's going over the rainbow and no care in the world. He's just going. So the possibility of a job offer, yes, there is one. There's a little smoke maybe blowing around you, and I'm going to say your mom says to say hello because I've got goosebumps, and hopefully you had a piece of cake or a piece of chocolate or something for her, or a glass of wine. But yes, there is a good possibility that there is a job offer on your horizon, but look past all the information attached to it and make sure it is what you're looking for. All right, Liam's next. Hello, Liam.
Hi, Liam. I hope you're doing well, and I hope that the skies are clearer where you are. This for you is the Four of Swords. You know, sometimes this card basically says the message is just cut through all the garbage and cut through to the chase. Don't get bogged down by how and overwhelmed by the details, because you know sometimes those details are sent there to mislead and misguide. You know how to hear the direct message and just cut to what you need in front of you. So trim, trim, trim.
And if you got a beard, that too.
I'm not saying anything. I like a man with a beard, so I'm not against men with beards.
I don't mind men with beards either, but
But there's a but.
Heather might. Okay. Lily. Hi, Lily. How are you, honey? You have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is a neat card because the 9 in numerology, 1 through 9, 9 being the end, basically letting go of things that no longer need to be attached to you. And as you can see, she's unraveling. It's like taking apart a package, and you take away the wrapping, you take away the foil and everything, and you just keep what is necessary. 9 also means that you're coming to the end of a decision process, and as you move forward, you're actually resonating with the decision you're making. So coins represent earth, and earth represents seeds, ideas. So you may be planting a new idea or a new seed, or you may be growing something this year or growing into something this year. So just keep moving forward. All right, Janine and Brandon.
Hi, Janine. I hope you're doing well. Janine, you got the Magician. The Magician always talks about having all the tools you need. Everything you need is in front of you. And the indication is all lessons are vital to our evolution and must involve some emotional investment, spiritual gifts. What this is basically saying is two things. We can't receive anything without making basically a sacrifice. And we need to trust our intuition, okay? That is hugely, hugely important. Okay. Now, just before I forget, I got a quick message from someone. Ben, we saw you. Hi. Okay, now for her husband, right?
Yes, Brandon.
Okay. This is very, very cool. You got the King of Coins. I like this card. The King of Coins is a very proud man sitting on his throne. The thing is, the King of Coins message, when he says, I'll memorize this book, but at the moment, the message is you may, if you're feeling like you're stuck on the road and you haven't advanced very far, this message says you may be further along than you think. Knowing what you wish to attain reveals the mile markers for the journey. You know, if you're wanting to move forward, oh, I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I'm so sorry for your loss. But the message says move forward and don't feel too overwhelmed. But I am sorry for your loss. I will light a candle. As a matter of fact, I have candles lit. I will say a prayer for your baby, okay?
I just saw that too. Terribly sorry. Okay, Faye's next, and I'll just quickly go through. Faye, Christina, Kathy, Orville, Audrey, Patty, Just Ben, and then Shar. So, Faye, you have, for your next border collie, anytime now, honey, because you got the Ace of Cups, which is dreams, desires, and wishes, emotional satisfaction. So I would say that if you're looking to get your next collie, why not now? Hey, it means that you can't move into a retirement home and you have to keep your property. But you could get your next collie now, anywhere within a week to a month from now, if that's what you're truly looking for.
It was good to see you, Faye. Okay.
Okay. So Christina, hello. Any thoughts for the coming year?
Actually, yes. Has it been your birthday recently for the coming year? Because usually, like I know for me, my birthday is always the first day of the new year. For you, the Strength card. And here's the message. Honey, this is not about suppressing feelings or emotions. It is about taming and focusing your emotions to be more productive, and you need to tap into your psychic abilities and your intuitive abilities. So it seems to me that your gifts are going to be stronger, you're going to be more aware, and the universe is saying, maybe tap your emotions a little bit more. So if it's about feeling overly overwhelmed or depressed, do me a favor, just go check with someone. As a woman, I'm a firm believer that we should always make sure our estrogen levels are where they're supposed to be. It helps keep us calm and helps us prevent killing ex-husbands.
All right. So Kathy is next. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Kathy, you have the Four of Cups, and cups are emotions. They're water element. And the Four of Cups normally means you're about to be offered something, but you're looking in a different direction. You're not paying attention to what's coming towards you, more about what has already been in place. And this is, to me, the very strong spiritual, religious aspect of a person's life, and really pulling deeply inside and making that connection. I don't know, I know you've mentioned your brother in the past and everything, but maybe there's time that needs to be spent with him still. And so I'm going to say, if you can get some time where you're just sitting and talking maybe about old things or possibilities of futures, this is the time to be doing it. Okay, Orville's next. Hi, Orville.
Hi, Orville. I hope you're doing well. And I hope you made a decision in the last little while as well. Orville, for you, the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups talks about a couple things, but one of the things it is about our higher, about our boldness and our ability to tap into our vibrations, and about our emotional relationship with finances. So what that basically means is a lot of times we inherit our financial ability from our family. And sometimes the things we inherit, we need to cut loose and get rid of. That's one of them. So get in touch with the fact that when you're making good money, don't be afraid to set it aside, and don't always want to spend it right away, is basically what this card is telling you. That abundance is coming your way, but you also you inherited bad, not great habits, not bad habits, just not great habits, and you just need to toss them away.
All right. Audrey is next. Hello, Audrey.
Hi, Audrey.
And okay, she also wants a message. Well, I'll just pull for the fiance.
Why don't you pull for both?
Okay, so for you, Audrey, you have the strength card, and the strength card is about knowing who you are. And I don't know if the bear resonates with you or not, but knowing who you are, having the bear as a totem, and just being strong in your decision process. I know that's an apple, but depending on how one looks at it, it could also mean that you hold your heart in your hand, and not afraid to do so. Now, this is also a new journey, so a new beginning, and not afraid of a challenge. That's the other thing I want to say. Don't be afraid of a challenge. And for your fiance, I have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is making a decision. So this could be, with the two of you, mind you, that you guys could make a decision as to date, time, location, or you could be slipping away in the night and going, like if you were in England, going to Gretna Green, but to keep it small, basically, is what they're saying. But that's also the decision around a work offer. So he may be looking either at a new job or a new opportunity to make money. Okay, Patty's next. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty. For you, the Five of Coins. Another really, really pretty card. This says, the message actually says, there are times when we must leave behind what we manifest and move on to the next thing, because, we manifest something, we set it out into the world, but sometimes we outgrow it. And we've reached our dream, we've outgrown what we thought was our dream and desire, and it's time to leave it behind and go in a different direction. That can be hard for us, for you, for everybody. But sometimes, and especially now that we're, really into the throes of spring and moving into summer, we really should, and you should think about going through what you've manifest and move forward. Excuse the noise in the background.
I know.
Bailey and the cats racing upstairs. So it sounds like a battlefield, because it probably is.
Okay. So next is Just Ben. Good evening. You have the Five of Pentacles. Now, as I've mentioned earlier, pentacles are coins, which are money, but they're also seeds, they're ideas, they're earth. And so you're probably a person who is of the earth or likes to be out in the earth. This is like camping in a valley and just enjoying the quietness of it, the surrounding, knowing that as much as you may be there, you also have your memories with you. And so there's a trip coming up where you're going to spend time either camping or hiking. And they're just saying to enjoy the moment, to feel the earth rise up through you and to hold on to the energy. Now, there's a little surprise coming around you, because I'm not sure if you have a sister or not, but someone's coming unannounced. And so be surprised. And it looks like it's going to be fun. Okay, so it's either a sister, a cousin, or someone you treat like a sister, but they're coming unannounced, and it just looks like it's going to be a good time. Okay. Shar. Hello, Shar. Oh, how'd that happen? Never mind. Go ahead, it's Shar next. Tansy,
Okay. Shar, first,
herself and her sister, Sophie.
Shar, first for you. I hope everything is going well. Shar, you got the 8 of coins. I'm not sure if you can see that because it's so far across the screen. And the 8 of coins message is, delays in the past were often related to fears of completion. You need to trust in yourself, trust in your gifts, trust in your abilities, trust in the things that you do well. Don't cling to the messages from the past that were full of negativity, and do some smudging, pick some sage along the way on your road trip. And I have no idea if you're going to win $1 million.
I thought that was cute.
But that being said, buy a lottery ticket. Who knows? Now, for your sister Sophie, I hope everything is going well with you. I mean, a lottery ticket is nice. I don't buy them very often, but I probably should once in a while, I'm told. You got the Princess of Swords. I love swords. Swords are such powerful cards. This particular card actually means piercing the truth. And the message is, what if it is a time to discover that your mind may have kept you holding on to an old idea and thinking that dreams were impractical? So, dreams are something we need to embrace. Dreams are important. So, Sophie, put aside your practicality and embrace dreams.
All right. So, Mr. Khan, you're welcome. Kathy, I hope you caught yours in time. And Manuela, you have, sorry. Oh, you have the wheel. Okay. As you can see, she's pregnant and she's sitting there and she's got her animal spirits with her as well. The wheel is a contemplation of life. Life moves either really fast or really slow. I don't know about most people, but I find if something happens, it happens in threes. And there are 3 animals there. But what I feel is that we can be in control of our life with the wheel. We're the person who holds on to it as we drive a vehicle. We're the ones who hold the handles when we're on a bicycle or motorcycle or moped. We're in control. So there are some decisions here that you're going to make in the next, well, they're saying year, but I'll say in the next 3 weeks or 3 months. And this one's a decision about home. So it could be a renovation, it could be a move, it could be some sort of shift, or you're helping someone, helping someone move. But the thing is that you need to sit still and listen to the direction that you want to go in. Not necessarily the direction everyone wants you in, but what suits you. So this could even be a shift at work. So keep that in mind. Okay, Alana. Hi, Alana.
Hi, Alana. I hope you are doing well. Alana, for you, the 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords, I'm tongue-tied today. The message is, sometimes being stuck is a very real feeling. And you see, she's kind of stuck in the mirror. And sometimes you need to clear your mind, your body, and your spirit to be able to see past the things that you have put in your way. So you see those swords, that was 8 swords in a way. Well, you can only deal with what's in front of you. If you try to wander through that field of swords blindfolded, you're going to get cut. So take off your blindfold, face what you have to face, and start at the beginning. And I'll tell you what, while you're looking in that mirror, do me a favor. Remind yourself that you're amazing. You're beautiful, you're confident, you're amazing, you can do anything. Say it, write it, slap it on the mirror in your bathroom so that every morning you see that message until you know that that message is truth.
All right. Before we do Jen, I just want to say to Heather, you're moving to Edmonton, and Sean knows. Anyways, congratulations. I hope Edmonton's not a bad area to move in.
They're moving to Edmonton?
Yeah.
My deepest and sincere condolences. You are moving to hell. Trust me.
Really.
Yes.
So, Heather,
I'm sorry. It's
Jen,
the only thing I can think.
Jen, you have the sun. Look at that. This stag is beautiful. And I love the decoration modem. Is that what it's called? On his forehead. And to me, that's like the third eye, really enlightening, bringing forward the memories and the messages from spirit, universe, God, whoever you want to call it to. But the sun is about the joy of life. It's letting that your intuitive ability come forward, but it's also about allowing your voice to be heard, and it's allowing you to find that peace within, to connect the crown chakra to the root chakra and really feel that you have made decisions inside your life based on trust. And so interesting things happening. You have a journey coming up where you're going to probably someplace too where you might actually run into a deer or two. And just, pay attention to your surroundings is the biggest thing I would say here. You have messages coming to you left, right, and center, and it's just being open to them, Jen. Okay, Lily, you're welcome. Liam. Whoops.
I see we have a
No, there it is.
busy.
But could you pull a card for his son? I believe it's Caden.
Who?
For Liam's son, Caden.
Okay, for Caden.
I hope I said that right.
Yes. Caden got the 7 of Swords. And his message says, the chakra message says, fear creates an energy that prevents the connection to spirit. So this is something I remember saying to a friend once. They said, oh, fear pushes me through the gate. No, actually it doesn't. Fear immobilizes us. Fear stops us from growth. It stops us from everything. So tell your son his message is to put aside fear. People saying to him, well, this was the hand you were dealt. You just tell him to say, excuse me, I don't have to accept this hand. I don't have to keep this hand now that I've got it. Because this amazing life is no dress rehearsal. So he gets to choose what he does and doesn't want to keep. And he just needs to let, fear, he needs to let it stay in its own lane and walk away from it. And I know that sounds tough, but it's possible. Right? So have faith and tell him to stand his ground and follow his dreams.
Right. So, Jen, we did get you. Hopefully you heard it. Christina, happy birthday. And Faye, you're welcome. And then it's Rachel, Lovey, Cut Knife. Kathy said, okay, thank you. And we'll go from there. So, Rachel, hello. Rachel, I hope you're having a good time. Rachel, you have the Temperance card out of the Major Arcana. And life is made up of hot and cold. And that's how we run. We're hot for some things, cold for the other. But this is about balance. This is finding your balance. And whatever you do, don't let your hair stand on end too long, because look at her hair. It's like wind's blowing there. So maybe there's some with the wind blowing back, there's a change around you, but the flow of water says the change should be subtle. It shouldn't be like a gush of water making changes. And I don't think you're changing location, but maybe you're changing something about your location. Unless you're buying another place. But they're saying to take your time. This is going into fall, possibly spring of next year. Okay, Lovey.
No question from Lovey?
She says, hello there.
Well, Lovey, I drew the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands says that the 6th chakra allows us to see the way forward. True freedom, though, true freedom of moving forward is to be able to let others off the hook. So what that really means is if you feel that your parents or your ex-husband or your friend twice removed, if they did something that you feel burdens you and holds you back, forgive them. In forgiving them, you lessen the burden emotionally and traumatically on your spirit and your soul, and you can move forward. Think of Morley and the chains he carried in the Dickens, the chains of his life. You have that amazing chance to drop those chains. We all do. So drop them, leave them on the side of the road, let it go. And I know it sounds easy and it isn't, but let it go.
All right. So Carrie, Charlene, Carrie, hi. You have the Chariot, and the Chariot is move, shift, change. And notice this is like being fast change. But the really nice thing is you're standing in a Chariot. It doesn't even look like he's holding on to reins. Oh, yeah, he is. But he's standing in a Chariot, which only has 2 wheels and it's being pulled by 2 horses. But the thing is that in the process of doing that, he's still standing upright. So know that you will be secure in whatever change happens around you. And this goes for good, bad, and ugly, all right? Now, the ruins make me think you might be going to Ireland or Scotland. Oh, I guess it could be England too, because that's where those ruins are. But you may be taking a trip, Carrie. Charlene is next. She's a little unsettled right now. Do you have any thoughts about that?
Okay, well, first, Charlene, if you have a candle and some matches, take a moment and go light them and focus and ask that the creator, God, whatever it is you call your higher power, ask them to lift the weight off your shoulders. You're carrying a weight, I'm not sure what it is, but you can ask to have it lifted. You don't have to keep it. And for you, I picked up the Four of Coins came up, and this basically says you're feeling kind of isolated, and you feel like if you don't hang on to what is yours, you're not going to have anything left. It's okay to let go. You can let go of what you think is yours, and it will open the door to new possibilities for what really is supposed to be in your life. I think you're just really feeling the weight of things that you are carrying with you, and it's okay to knock that burden down and just leave it on the side of the road. You don't need to bring it anymore.
So just before I do Annalisa, Audrey, you're welcome. I'm glad that resonated with you. And there's Annalisa and then Gloria. All right. Annalisa, you have the Four of Wands. Now, wands represent fire. They represent work. They represent move as well. Four of Wands in particular normally represents a celebration. So I don't know if you just moved. Mind you, when I picked it, I was looking at Gloria's name. So it could apply to Gloria as well. So keep that in mind sometimes when we're talking that it may apply to another person. But this is a celebration, and this is just taking time to relax, to listen to spirit, to listen to nature, and maybe getting back into nature, finding your roots again. And when I say that, I don't mean maybe you are doing a family tree, but it could also be maybe you are. Okay, maybe there is a family tree going on around you. But they are saying that there is a wedding anniversary or birthday coming up here shortly that you'll be attending. And if you're close to the riverbank, pay attention to your footing. Don't wear heels. Wear something flat because you'd hate to dive into that river. All right. Gloria's next.
Hi, Gloria. I hope you're doing well. Gloria, for you, the Six of Wands, another pretty card. This is a woman who is looking backwards on her past and facing what she left behind and celebrating. This is a time for celebrating and saying, look how amazing a life I am about to lead and have led, because I can look around, turn around, leave the past behind. And the wands you see are lighting the way to the future as well. So things are looking bright. And it's sort of, when I saw the card, my first thought was, let your inner witch go.
It's always a good one. Okay, Liam says thank you. Yes, I know we do have a lovely, I think she's called Bunny something. We'll just ignore her. I think Ashley's taking care of her. And then we have I'm ahead of myself. Melissa, Heather, she grew up in Spruce Grove.
Well, guys, come and visit.
Okay. So
You know how to find me.
All right, and then we have Sonia, and then we have, we did Annalisa, didn't we?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Okay, I think we did.
But we just lost Melissa.
Oh, we'll get there.
No, there she was.
Yeah, no. We're trying to catch up to everyone, and my mouse is going everywhere else. So, Melissa, how are you? I don't know who pulls it, so go ahead and pull.
I just did one.
Oh, okay.
It's
Melissa,
yours.
Ooh, pregnancy. You have the 9 of coins, and this is normally it is pregnancy, but it's also about new starts, new beginnings. Coins is achieving almost the hidden dreams that number 7 would talk about. So you're actually 7 of coins talk about the hidden dreams within that no one else knows about. But the 9 of coins says that you're basically accomplishing all the dreams that you're looking for. There's still a few more there. And the other thing about your accident would be that what caused my car accident. Okay, that's a trick question because wouldn't you have been driving? So maybe explain that a little bit better. But I would say it's very feasible conditions, like either road conditions or something to that effect is what I'm feeling. It's something that was hidden. So maybe also the brakes. All right. So
Okay.
it's definitely a trick question. So Sonia's next, and she said, hi, and pull a card.
Sonia, I hope you're doing well as well. That was sort of a double play. My apologies. Sonia, for you, the judgment card. Judgment card does not mean you're being judged. Judgment card says that this is about clarity. This is about tapping into your dreams, knowing what your dreams are, about accepting your own energy. And this is about creating a light for yourself and others, being willing to balance the scales. You know, judgment talks a great deal about balancing the scales. That old expression, you know, add a light because a single light is better than wandering in the darkness, right? I think the expression is better to light a single candle. So be the light.
Okay. Rachel says thank you. And yes, we did get Annalisa. Liam, you're welcome. Oh, Lovey, I hope that answered your question. She had too many questions. She didn't know where to start. Charlene, yep, she'll light a candle and be quiet. Gloria, thank you. That resonates with her. She's moving forward. And okay, Lovey, you have a question, write it down. I don't recall anything for 15 minutes and became aware. Wow. Okay. Melissa, did you go and get a checkup just in case? That's really scary to know for 15 minutes you can't remember anything and she was in the middle of the collision.
Go see a doctor because that sounds like a side effect of a concussion.
Yeah. Okay, Lovey, if you have a question, just write it down.
Yes, she wrote it.
Did she?
It says, will I ever get my driver's license? Quit panicking.
Yeah, it's breathes through it. The first time I went for my driver's license, I forgot to take the emergency brake off and the car didn't go anywhere. The instructor said, try again. The second time I went for the driver's license test, it was snowing. I was in Alberta. It was around Christmas time and there was ice on the road and I fishtailed and talked my way through it as I'm talking to the instructor who's holding on to the dash of the car, and I got my driver's license.
It's possible. My first road test, I've been driving somewhat illegally for way too long. I took my road test and I failed it before I left the parking lot because in those days it wasn't required to wear a seatbelt. And this big giant man got into the car, introduced himself as my tester. And I said, sir, please put on the seatbelt. And he said, very impolitely with a few colorful words, that he didn't have to. I said, well then, sir, we're not leaving the parking lot. If you refuse to put on your seatbelt, I refuse to drive. I'm the driver. And he failed me on the spot. For attitude. I waited 2 hours, went in and got a new instructor, drove 5 minutes around the block, parallel parked, merged, and got my driver's license.
Yeah. So, well, Lovey, you'll do fine. Honest. Okay, well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Before we end, just in case she shows up afterwards.
Oh, Sherry just came on.
Well, okay. Well, before I do Sherry, I'm going to do Sandra Brown.
Yes.
Sandra, you have the Six of Cups, dreams, wishes, and expectations. This is being connected, Sandra, to family, to friends, to community. And it says to enjoy every minute of life. Let your light shine because it will be noticed.
Exactly. And for you, Sherry, this is the card of death. And death never means death. Death actually means the awakening and the beginning of a new life. Shred off your old skin and start your new life.
Well, Heather, your mom and our mom probably would have got along because she lost her driver's license and she got a ticket on her way to Kelowna over the bridge in Beaverdale. And on the way home, she got a ticket on the other side of the bridge on her way home outside of Beaverdale. So, yeah, she drove without her license as well. You're welcome, Sherry. And Annalise, thank you. Well, thank you all for joining us. It's always a pleasure to have you and look forward to seeing you again. We won't be on next week. I've got a commitment I have to take care of on Wednesday. So we will see you the following week. And in the meantime, enjoy this weekend. Have a lot of fun. And we'll see you again soon.
And for those of you who have messaged me about how I'm doing with my recovery, I had my first physio appointment today, and this man used a word that I have a hard time accepting, and the word was no. I don't do well with the word no, and he gave me literally a list, a page of things where it went no. So we're going to have to learn to balance this relationship, but I've got 11 weeks to go. So thank you everyone for the messages, and thank you all for showing up and for being with us. And I will end and leave you all as usual with my, yes, we can all say it together, can't we? My favorite blessing, Nasalama, go in light.
All right. And may love, joy, peace, happiness, and prosperity find you all in mysterious ways. Blessed be everyone.
Blessed be.